Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you a few items that I've got from MAC in the last week and a half. They've launched yet another set of mini collections, and I bought a few from I think it's the Wash and Dry or Wash and Go collection. It's this collection with the brightly coloured packaging online, and I was also tempted by a few of the mini eye palettes that are out there. This collection, whether it's the Wash and Dry, Wash and Go, I'll put it in the information bar below what it's properly called. This launched online in the UK, I'm going to say about a fortnight ago, possibly slightly less, and I ordered these 3 items and paid for them, and then they emailed me a few days later and said that in fact this one, the highlighter, which was the one I was most keen to get, they'd in fact run out, and I see quite a lot of the items, not the nail polish, but I think the lipsticks and the blushes are sold out online. This happens all the time with MAC. But they did launch in store a couple of days later, and I managed to pick this up in one of the standalone MAC stores in London yesterday, and there seemed to be plenty of product. All of the items except I think one of the lip glosses were available, but they are selling quite quickly. So although I haven't had the chance really to try any of these products properly, I thought I'd show them, because if you're interested in buying them, certainly here in the UK, they're selling quite fast. So this collection, the primary attraction for me obviously was the packaging. What am I like? I'm like a magpie, there's no two ways about it. I love shiny, bright things in the products and in the packaging, and I just love the packaging of this in these kind of petrol-y. Again, it's this kind of almost tie-dye look, having talked about the Dior collection. This one reminded me a little bit of the Alluring Aquatics, which I thought was very prettily packaged last year. That's a lipstick from that collection, if you don't remember it. And I thought it was one of their most successful kind of concept-wise collections. So this product is the highlight powder, Freshen Up, it's called, the only highlight. There are 2 blushes, I think maybe 4 bronzers in different finishes. They looked a bit dark for me. The blusher, I think, has got, the highlight rather, has I think got an overlay, but it is gradiated from rose through to kind of rose gold through to yellow gold. If I do an all-over swatch, you can see nice kind of deep gold, reasonable colour there for a highlight, or perhaps a bit of cheek colour if you don't mind not being matte. I thought it was very pretty, but I haven't tried it yet on the cheeks, so I can't tell you a lot about that. And I was very disappointed, you'll recollect, with the Philip Treacy one, which I bought less than a month ago, so it's not as if I haven't got enough MAC powders at the moment, but I just fell for that packaging. So I think that probably will be one of their better sellers. And they've got 4 lipsticks. One of them certainly, if not, well, 2 of them. They've got Creme de Nude, which is, I think, in the permanent range, but, you know, packaged in this packaging. And that's quite a popular basic nude, a bit too milky for me. They've got a very bright orange called Merange, which they've had before. It was certainly part of the Irene Apel collection, and I think sold out then, but I've already got it from another collection. So I went for this one, which is called Tumble Dry. It's a luster, which tends to be my favourite MAC finish, as it's kind of kinder. You can see it's a corally apricot. It's not that pigmented, kind of goldeny sheen on a basic pale peach. I have worn it. It's not the most flattering colour on me, but it's okay. I mean, I definitely will wear it. And it's quite a pretty spring, summer colour. And I do like the luster formula. So I wanted one of the collection. I can't remember I think the other is definitely a red, and I've got so many MAC reds. But I do like the lipsticks. I like the smell. I like the textures of particularly their lustres, and I like the design. So I'm sure I will wear that one. And then I bought one of the two nail varnishes. The other's a kind of dull cobalt blue. This one is called Washateria, a blue teal with the fancy lid. To my slight horror, it looks slightly different on the website to me than it turns out in real life. When I got Chanel Mediterranee, they're very, very similar. I mean, this is a bit more greeny, this is a bit more bluey, but I don't think I really needed both of them. So, I don't know, this might be an eBay resale. We'll see, but it's a pretty packaging. MAC nail polishes are okay. They're, not brilliant. They have some interesting finishes sometimes. They're not brilliant last, but they're not bad. So those were my purchases from that particular collection. As I say, there are a couple of blushes, there are several bronzers, and inevitably there are lip glosses. I'm not a fan of their lip glosses at all. There may be a mascara as well, but it wasn't a particularly interesting colour from recollection. Now, I also picked up a Fluidline, which kind of goes with parts of this collection, although they were actually promoting it with the Philip Treacy. And again, it's sold out online, but they've got it in store. I'm sure it's part of their normal range. It's called Blue Peep. But as I say, they were marketing it as part of the Philip Treacy, and it's almost exactly this tealy blue. And I quite like it with kind of gold or brown eyeshadow as a bit of colour pop around the eyes. So I got that. I have worn that. The Fluidlines are good. They last for ages. They last too long, really, but can't complain about that. Now, the other thing I did, which is naughty, really, because I really don't need more MAC small shadows. These are 9 eyeshadow small palettes. So they're quite cute for travel. They've got 4 of them out at the moment. This is, let me show you the first one I got, which is the Amber times 9. They've got a burgundy, they've got a blue, and they've got these 2. So just so you get your bearings, they're the same size as the kind of quad palettes that they do from time to time in terms of the palette. So you can see the actual eyeshadow is obviously a lot smaller, but I mean plenty big enough for, getting a lot of usage, and pretty convenient for your makeup bag or travel. So do I need yet another fairly neutral browns palette? No, of course I do not. But did that stop me? No, of course it did not. And you can see I haven't even used it yet. But quite a nice mixture here of matte shades, 5 and 4 kind of lustres. Looking at the colours, most of them, I don't think, rice paper is certainly part of their normal range, as is cork, and maybe creative copper. The others don't sound familiar to me, so they're very similar to some of their other shades. And I like MAC eyeshadows. They're very reliable. They're not brilliantly outrageous, but they're great for the price. So I should show you that at Christmas I bought one of their kind of mini palettes in the fancy packaging then, and I have used it quite a lot. Less mattes in that one, and but horribly similar now. So I've got plenty of browns. I mean, browns taupes are my favourites. So what can you do? And then when I'd ordered that one online, because I knew it was fairly safe, when I was in store, I was not intending to buy this one. I got the purples. Now, I'm not generally a purple girl. You see me wearing unusually purple nail varnish at the moment. This is Lavender from Chanel, and I really, really like it, actually. But it's not something I wear a lot of. So I haven't actually got a lot of purple eyeshadows. I passed on the Chanel purple Stilo. I got the eyeliner, but not the eyeshadow, and I think I've got maybe, you know, one Victoria's Secret's purple eyeshadow that I do use very occasionally. But I thought this was a nice selection, and sometimes a lavender can be very livening for a tired eye, and I do like these kind of more mauvey shades as well. This one here, I thought it's very, very pretty. Probably not something I'm going to wear a lot. So this palette was quite a good compromise, I think, for colours that you're not going to wear a lot, rather than buying the full-sized MAC individual shades are £10 as refills, and I think a bit more expensive if you buy them in a mini pot. So this one here's a quite dark, but quite a nice nuanced shade there. So I looked at the blue, which has a lot of greys and navies, and the copper one seemed to be the one that was selling the best, but I went for this one. So these are good value. Of course, I can't tell you off the top of my head what I paid. I think they're about £30. So, you know, for 9 colours, very conveniently packaged and kind of sorted in the right tonal palettes for you, with a mixture of mattes and shimmers. More mattes in this one than this one. I think they are quite good value. They're selling quite well, so if you're interested, I would recommend that you go and have a look at them and pick up what you want before too long. So I can't tell you a huge amount about how the products work out on, but that's what they're looking like at MAC at the moment. And I have some more Dior for you soon. So until then, bye for now.